Howdy. I am gonna go do stuff now. Sorry to anyone whose eardrums I blew out earlier. Okay. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. So, when you first log in for the pre-patch stuff, there's a couple things that popped up. Now, I already have the game actually installed and running. I can actually go and play Midnight. I have early access. I don't want to do that right now because I still haven't taken care of pre-patch stuff. I got a little sneak peek of stuff because I've kept myself blinded to anything and everything that's in Midnight for the most part, except for what's on the splash screen when you start. But my mom gave me an early birthday gift. My birthday's not until August, and usually the games come out later in the year, but, so this is an early birthday gift to me from my mom, and my mom's a big WoW player too. She has her own channel called Opal Maiden, so you can go and find her on there too, but I took a look at what was in the book, and I was excited about the stuff I saw. So, but I'm not doing that right now. I am going to play pre-patch today and try to get as much done as I can. We'll see how long I last. I've been having issues sitting for long periods of time, trying to game and stuff. So maybe we'll do good today, maybe not. I might have to take some breaks and stuff, and it's not good to sit for long periods of time anyways. So, we're doing the Twilight Highlands. Whoa, come back here. Within the cult, or the cult within. So, when you log in, they automatically give you a quest, and so that quest then kind of ends up in your quest log. It's just kind of like a pop-up quest. There's a little bar up top that has, what's his name? Umbrick talking. He's a void elf, I believe. So we've got the quest, the breadcrumb quest that leads to him. He's right down that tunnel, right down there. He's that little dude standing back there. So I am going to go and hang out with him for a bit. So the cult within. Hydrate. WoW is very reading heavy. So here we go. Meet Magister Umbrick in Stormwind. A missive written on shimmering vellum unfurls before you. Shinohara. Rumor suggests that Xal'atath's cult, the Twilight's Blade, has been recruiting in Alliance cities. Meet me in Stormwind to investigate these rumors. If the cult is there, then we must stamp it out at once. Magister Umbrick. Yeah, that's Xal'atath's name. I read it,
here,
and then just...
The rumors I mentioned began in this part of the city.
Okay, let me check my volume. My volume's low, but I think yours is pretty good. Hang on. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not going to compete too much when I'm trying to talk to you guys. Okay. He's just a little softer spoken. Alright.
All paths are possible.
Thank you for coming, Shinohara. The Twilight's Blade cannot be allowed to roam our cities. Complete quest.
I have much to teach you.
Apocalyptic threats have taken many forms in Azeroth's history, but today we face Xal'atath and her Twilight's Blade. I fear that people are falling into hopelessness as the Radiant Song cries a warning. The Twilight's Blade could use that despair to draw them into their ranks. My mages have identified this district as housing a particular amount of void energy. Investigate and stop any cultist you may find. Quest objectives: disperse 6 suspicious citizens in Stormwind.
The Rendorai shall... Please be discreet. Not everyone who seems suspicious or who practices void magic is necessarily a danger.
Says the guy radiating in void. Void magic, you say? Like, yes, not everybody that participates in void magic is a terrible person. Sorry, if you keep hearing a plasticky sound, I have a little bat that dangles from my microphone. I've mentioned this in previous things, but he sits a Hello? Oh, okay, there's my mic. I don't know, it just looked like it turned off for a second or something. I heard the little beep boop sound, which usually means my mic got unplugged or something. That was weird. Temperamental mic issues. Yeah, he sits against my forearm as I play, so, like, if you hear a little clickety-clackety-click, just think of it as gaming ASMR. Because that's the bat. Alright, let's go find people!
What can I do for you?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Do you crave power, Druid? No, not really. Power that maintains as time moves forward. No, I'm good, dude. Always surpass your enemies. I don't feel like I have that many. It exists, does it? No. I can show you. Oh, really? Are you talking about the Twilight's Blade? You're not who I'm looking for. Please move along. Are you talking about the Twilight's Blade?
Good day.
This is the last you'll speak of it. I don't want to know what a Twilight's Blade is. Oh, you guys are hitting heavy. Alright. Not terribly heavy, but heavy enough. I haven't met my match in a while. Alright. Nope, that is the wrong button. I am also the wrong spec. Way to go. I was running dungeons, and usually when I run dungeons, I tend to be healer, and I forgot to switch off to Boomkin. And my DPS spec. So, here we are. Also forgot to apply my Mark of the Wild. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit slow. Hang on. Target. Alright, let me change specs. I gotta fix a thing.
Hello.
Hello, I'm conducting market research. Oh, I love that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to surrender to the unsettling voices in your head? Oh. Which way are we swinging? Is 1 the little one and 10 is like a lot? Or like Marketing research. I'm tempted just because she said marketing research. Are you talking about the Twilight's Blade?
Farewell.
Why did you think I was a cultist? You'll get out of your way. I'll get out of your way. She said she was conducting market research. Oh, this person's fighting here. I shall help. Oh, look! We're a pair of thickies. Dance. Hi, Bert.
Hey there.
Why are you... Oh, okay. No, you're a person. Okay. Oh, what does it say? Someone else mentioned that name today, but I didn't like the way they looked at me. Oh, he must have been talking to some other folks.
What's happening?
You seek peace, quiet, rest? I know where you can find all of that and more.
Watch your back.
This is the last time you'll speak of the cult. I'll just go somewhere that's not here for a while.
I got a bad
I
feeling.
probably should have saved my I call it my oh shit button. It's kind of like the oh shit handle in your car. Like when shit goes wrong and you're like, oh shit. That's my oh shit button. Like, oh shit, I need to do a lot of damage outputting fast. Or I need to do a lot of healing fast. Do you have experience with otherworldly creatures? Would you be interested in part-time work as a sitter of sorts to something with 7 or 6 tentacles? Sign me up, that sounds fun.
Let the light of the new moon guide you.
You're looking for cultists? I'm not a cultist. You have a lot of squiggly pets, I take it. Okay. This is fun.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Oh, he's a Draenei. Oh, I love that skin tone with the orange cuffs. That's really cool. I like the darker skin tone. It's like a purpley color.
What's your story?
What does that say? Limited immunity. Okay. Oh, that was probably a sign somewhere or something. Yeah, I was standing in front of the sign. I'm like, what the hell is limited immunity? I still
So
need to buy
Ramoth
that
was
bike.
right for once. The Twilight's Blade have been recruiting here.
Oh, I can buy the bike.
Have a good one.
I'm sorry, I always gotta check in and double check how much it costs. It's like, can I sink the money into it yet? No. It's a lot of cash.
Come with an open mind.
There are Twilight's Blade in the city. If they're here, they are certainly recruiting elsewhere. We have more work to do.
Greetings, traveler.
I've spoken with Grand Magister Romath. Despite our differences, it seems we are aligned in purpose. We have both found evidence that Twilight's Blade cultists are convening in the Twilight Highlands. It's a place long scarred by the cult's misdeeds, and it's a suitable staging ground for an attack. Like, stagging ground? What? I mean, I guess you could read it as stagging ground. It's not how that... Okay. Anyways. Meet us there... My brain is weird. Meet us there so we may continue our investigation.
We serve. Now that we've confirmed the rumors, we must stop the Twilight's Blade at its source, the Twilight Highlands. This portal will take you to our base of operations. I'll meet you there.
Okay, bye.
Yet more minds twisted by the void. This must seem quite familiar to you, Umbric.
Okay. Oh, this is lovely! Look at this. So we got the Void Elves and the Blood Elves. Oh, we're still kind of loading in. So that goes to the Blood Elf city. I know the name of the city. That goes to Dornegal. And that goes to Stormwind. So this goes to... How do you pronounce it? It's been a long time. Kilthalis? Cathalis? The Blood Elf City? Kilthalis? I'm saying that wrong. It's not right. I don't know. It's in here somewhere, just rattling around. But... Kilthalis? There's a Q and a th in there somewhere.
I serve Silvermoon.
Oh, the Blood Elf City is Silvermoon. That's right. Oh, wait. No, that actually goes to the Horde City. So if this goes to Stormwind, then that probably goes to Orgrimmar. Yeah, you can see the little tusks sticking up. So that doesn't go to Silvermoon. I'm getting my lore all confused. It's been a long time. Okay. Well, it seems we are to be working together to investigate the Twilight's blade. I do hope you were prepared.
We build our future upon the backbone of tradition.
No agent of the Void will escape our watch. I hold everyone in suspicion. How do you feel about working with Magister Umbric? This is a temporary alliance. If we were up to me, the Magisters would resolve this threat ourselves. Umbric is prone to bending the proper order of things to meet his whims. Someone like that has no business calling himself a Magister. Midnight dress.
The eternal sun still guides us.
Cult activity in the area has risen significantly. While we are gathering troops, While we are gathering troops, you secure a cultist disguise and infiltrate their nearby training grounds. Find out anything you can about the Twilight's blade and their goals. I will keep this area secure.
Do not infiltrate the cult and see what you can learn. But do not succumb to the allure of their sermons.
Yes, sir.
A strong enough will can resist the call of the Void, Rameth. You would do well to remember that.
Angst much?
The shadows serve us.
The Twilight's Blade are a collection of fools. Fools who have been conscripted by Xalatath. How do you feel about working with Grand Magister Rameth? Xalatath is not a threat I treat lightly. Whatever short-sightedness short-sighted barbs Rama throws my way, I will work with him as long as he is useful. There is more at stake than my pride. Not that it's in much danger. Let's talk about something else. Stay a while and listen.
The light is not the only.
We may have removed the cult's presence from Orgrimmar and Stormwind, but their numbers still grow. This is a staging ground.
Eretor told me of a larger force being assembled by Xalatath. The Twilight's blade seems a lesser threat by comparison.
Every practitioner of void magic is a threat, Umbric. Have your own mistakes and misadventures done nothing to teach you that?
Becoming Rendorai has proven to me the opposite. The void can be harnessed for good, and its wielders left in control of their minds. If you want to speak of mistakes, look at your own magisters. How many times has their pursuit of power nearly led to ruin?
I will not be lectured by you. Not when you force me to exile you from Silvermoon for refusing to abandon your forbidden research.
The knowledge gleaned from that research has saved our world countless times. You're merely too stubborn to acknowledge it.
Enough! Like everything else you do, this plan to infiltrate the cult is foolhardy and dangerous. It had better work, Umbric.
Oh, it will, Ramath. The question is whether or not you'll admit it when it does.
Well done. Couple of hot heads in the same room. Alright. Where are we going? Where we going? What we doing? Choose a faction for your mark.
We fight for a new future.
Click on a cell to place your mark. Oh, is this tic-tac-toe? Are we just playing tic-tac-toe? I guess I was just playing the computer. So this is a tic-tac-toe thing. Stolen Twilight's Blade Stratagem. So, strategy? Stratagem? Because it's a gem? Oh, that's funny. Oh, this game cheers me up a lot. Stratagem. The devs have a sense of humor. Love it. Alright. So... oh yeah, no, that's Orgrimmar, definitely. Is that also a stratagem? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I guess that's actually a book. Oh, stratagem, as in like a book of strategies. I gotcha. All I saw was the gem sitting on top. I didn't realize it was a book. Okay. So, let's see here. Where are we going? Midnight dress. So we have to get some cultist robes. I could probably fly, but I do like this travel form. Whee! I believe there's a purple one I can get from a rare that sits in one of the dream areas of Dragonflight. So I gotta harm these guys. Okay. Hello, how are you? Right? Yes. So down in the corner it tells me in my little tooltip thing that I need to get this person gone so I can get his cultist robes. And it also tells me how much threat I've generated too, which is good for like party situations. My docks are all messed up. Okay. I guess I can go down here and cause some trouble. Do 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 do. Big birdie butt coming through. What is this scroll on the floor? It's glowy. Oh. It gave me a buff, I think. Star-Lord. Ooh, excuse me. It's increased my haste. Oh, someone's gathering in them. Oh, hello to you too, sir. Oh, I do not know.
I need to target someone first.
Hey, I got my robies. Do I need more than one? Oh. Is there more I'm supposed to get? Where is this one? Directly in front of me, a dagger? Ah.
You, Acolyte, haven't you
Yes?
finished your training? Where is your tabard?
In the garbage.
All who seek the void will be rewarded.
You look lost, fledgling. Isn't there somewhere you should be? Oh, yeah.
Watch and learn.
You hardly seem prepared to serve Xalatoth while I am a giant bird. That might be an issue. I don't know what your protocol and feathers are. Anybody allergic to birdies? I don't know. We shall fix that, okay? Sure.
The end is nigh. Are you prepared?
Never. It takes more than blistering desperation. There we go. It takes more than blistering desperation for the apocalypse to be part of... Yeah, I did read that right. For the apocalypse to be part of the cult of the Twilight. We are Xalatoth's Twilight's blade. Our purpose is greater than it has ever been before, and thus we must become her strongest allies. Go and train with my associates in this field. Educate yourself on the rituals and rhetoric. Only then will I allow you to go through the initiation ceremony. Train to become a Twilight's Blade cultist.
Hail Xalatoth. Hail. Prove yourself as one of Xalatoth's faithful. Only then may you attend the initiation ceremony.
Yep, cool, dude. Fine by me, I suppose. I totally look the part. I am 100% just reeking of cultist.
Hello, man.
Hello, man. Same to you. I just run around disturbing everyone's portals? Is that... Oh, no, I summoned a thing. Oh, he's cool! Aren't you a pretty one? Look at that swagger. And your colors. Oh, love it. I would love a fucking battle pet that looked like that.
What is it?
If you keep interrupting me, I'll show everyone here how well I can gut you. Challenge the cultist to a sparring match. Oh, can I take on the instructor too? That'd be funny.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Oh. Well, he's dead now. I thought we were just supposed to spar. I don't know my own strength.
Welcome to the best place ever.
Sure. Get into... Oh, gosh. Get into formation or get out of my face. Initiate. I'm gonna challenge him to a sparring match. We fight for Zalata! Sure we do. Yep. Sub? Sub? Do we have a sub? Is there a sub for this class? No? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna mark my way this way. Mordon held great power before he met Xalatath, but with her strength he has ascended. He leads the Twilight's blade to greatness. Every act draws her eye to his devotion. She notices every word. May all follow in his footsteps as we chase oblivion and transformation together. Oblivion just seems so finite. Oh, druids for the win!
I don't have a target.
Oh, I can actually loot this one. Rock'em sock'em, bear boy. Or lady. BB! I mean, I'm good for the quest. I don't really need any more. I guess I'm just gonna help them with theirs. I don't mind. Just take a couple of things. There we go. Oh, jangled! And I think they were Horde too. I think they were a Tauren. Where are we going? Plum Bob goes this way. Woo! I missed. Oh no, that's for the Lunar event. He has a bright light.
You
No, that's
appear
it's
to
for
be
the
ready
Lunar
for your
holiday.
initiation now, fledgling. This way. Shouldn't you be studying?
Excellent. You have the bearing of a true acolyte of the Twilight's blade. Jerk.
Do you have a question?
No, I don't have any questions. Having completed your training, you have earned full membership with the Twilight's Blade. Harrow Tongue pauses a moment, appearing self-satisfied. As a member of the cult, you will now join our fellow acolytes in an initiation ceremony. They are in the basement of this building, receiving instructions from our greatest leader, Mordun. Allow his words to fill you with zeal for the cause. The end is near. Sabotage
Do
the
not take
ritual.
heed of Mordun's speech. Our leader's words have set many cultists' hearts afire. I'm sure they will yours as well.
This bird is on fire.
We are the Twilight's blade, the void black dagger Xalatath wields against Azeroth.
That it? That all you got for speech?
We cut deep. Blood, carnage, chaos. This is what gains her favor. This is our glorious purpose. We shall strike at the heart of Azeroth and end this flawed world. For Xalatath, for the Twilight's blade!
For no Oh my, what happened here? Did everybody get food poisoning? Oh. Just gonna moonwalk my way out.
Excellent work, champion. I believe we have learned enough here. Time to tear this camp apart.
Where did Tung go? Undead dude, boss Granny.
Baladash Malinore.
Have you discovered more about the cult's plans? Not really.
We embrace power.
Same typical stuff.
We do not fear it.
Doom, gloom. I suppose aligning with yet another being hell-bent on ending the world is only fitting for the cult of Twilight. God, that did not read smooth.
Greetings, traveler.
Yeah, hair tongue dude. Yeah. Mordun and his Twilight's Blade cultists are directly supporting the Harbinger's dark designs for our world, and that is all we need to know. Kill as many as you can, then meet us back at our base of operations. The cult and its leaders must be eliminated. Kill Gel, Harrowtongue, and 12 Twilight's cultists. Blade cultists. I can't read.
I will meet you back at the base camp. Our fight against this cult is only beginning.
Onward. So I just gotta kill a bunch of these guys. Oh, wait! Bear Butt's here! BB! Hi, my bro! My dudette. Beacon for the win. Oh, there's still one. Sorry.
Don't have a target.
A little early on the draw. Oh, what did you find? Okay, bye! I'm sure everyone's giving a sigh of relief that I've turned my game down. Oh my god, better quality audio is happening! Hopefully. I'll figure it out on the playback if it was good enough. Oh my god, she finally found the gain switch! Do I need you? Yeah. She found the button, guys! It's happening! Tonguey, come here. I do like the last name.
Still haven't
Arrow
learned.
Tongue?
The Twilight's blade will be your end.
Why is it telling me that is you're just one dude, right? Yes. I guess the math works out that would work better. I might have some kind of buff that makes that the better option.
I didn't
Target.
teach you that.
No, you didn't. I'm actually kind of sad to have gotten rid of him. Alright. Is it possible to grind this event now?
I maintain that this plan was a risk, Umbric. Luck has once again spared us from your recklessness.
You're too done fighting like a married couple.
I am rather busy.
No agent of the void will escape our watch. Oh, I heard that. I held everyone in suspicion.
What is it?
I really wanna, can I get rid of this? I don't feel like this is... Okay, yeah. It is what it is. Their nefarious alliance with Xalatath is clear. Good work. Now we can take them down. Didn't I already do that? Like, wasn't that already a thing? Alright. So we're gonna get our tabard for the Twilight's blade. And our Renaissance crystals. And title, definitely not a cultist. I love that.
For Quell Thalas.
What's my current title? Oh, I forgot I bought all those. I'll have to do that later. I'm not gonna do that right now. Should I do that right now? Okay. There is a trading post event going on where they have a lot of old stuff. And because I got my expansion pack, I was able to go buy pets and mounts and stuff that I didn't have already. That maybe I had missed. So... Oh, and some of these are from the expansion pack, like this one. And then I bought this one. From the trading post. Here we go. Oh. Oh, he's pretty. Yeah, most of these are from the expansion pack. Where are pet journal? Okay. Oh, he's so precious! Summon. Set favorite. Hope Flutter? Doom Feathers and Hope Flutter. So this must be the white one. Or the orange one. Yellow? Sun-kissed one. Okay. Okay. I have to look up some of my other pets too. The ones that I supposedly just got. And make sure I favorite them too so they don't get lost in the mess. Actually, let me do that now while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget. So, dog. I should be in one. It's probably gonna take too much time to do. I have a lot of pets. And actually, I was going around and trying to get that one. Trying to get all the pets from every zone. I got a vast majority of them. I forget which expansion pack I left off on. Time lost salamander. I do love the little tiny spore bat. He's so cute. Lots of sinister squashlings. I don't know if I had him. This is his favorite, Mr. Grubs. Leopard hatchling, left shark. Mr. Grumpers. I think that's all the ones I got. Gotta love a good chaos eye. Corrupted blood. Cheddar. Let's see here. Oh, he's so cute. I didn't realize. When did I get that guy? Bubbles. Blue-doo. Blub. Blight breath. Blazehound? What is a blazehound? I love him. It's his favorite. Let's see here. Apparently, I've forgotten to favorite some of these, so it's kind of a good thing I'm going through and doing them now. Sorry if this is not the content you wanted, but this is the content you're getting. Here, help me go through my pets collection for a moment and make sure I've got all the special ones favorited. Sand kitten. Let's see here. Just hydrate while I'm doing this, okay? Speaking of which, I should do the same. Take my own advice. I'm still not feeling so good. Like, I'm in a bit of pain right now. I took some Aleve. Try to cut the pain. I've actually had I've had 4 Aleve today, trying to cut down on some of the pain I'm feeling. I haven't been... I stayed up way too late last night. Not for my own... I had a lot going on in my brain space. And instead of sleeping, I was talking to myself and just yammering away for hours. So I probably should have gone to sleep, and I didn't. And I probably didn't fall asleep until about 5 in the morning, 4 or 5, something like that. I know it was about 3 o'clock when I consciously was trying harder to go to sleep. Ooh, you're pretty. Let's see here. But yeah, so I get fatigue headaches from lack of sleep, and my diet has significantly changed again, to a far cheaper diet. Okay, that's all of these guys. Which is not good for my health, but it is what it is. Because I gotta make sure I can get through it, and if I start losing weight again, then that's awesome, but, okay.
Do not squander resources. What would you ask of me?
The remnants of the Twilight's hammer are reforming under a new banner, crawling from their holes to pledge alliance to the Twilight's blade and their new mistress, Xal'atath. We cannot allow this to occur. Stamp them out. The only mercy those who tamper with void deserve is a swift death. God damn, man. Ramath looks pointedly at Magister Umbrick. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, bro. Like, you in the room with someone that ain't your enemy. You just, like, wholly dissatisfied. Like, you better call people out, I guess.
It would be unwise to oppose us.
We do not know where they intend to strike, but we do know they aim to summon more to their cause, destroy the Twilight's blade before they complete their rituals. We must not let a single champion of the void remain to inspire the new recruits. Okay.
We have overcome much.
So where are the vendors for this event?
The Sunwell must be protected.
Or is this just the pre-quest area and there's... Oh no, they're here. Are they here?
Sinu Amanore.
Okay, so we're trying to get Twilight's Blade insignia. So this is all the gear that we can get. Get rid of some of this junk. Ooh, hang on. I can add this to my collection.
A new Vala Baloy.
Tavern!
We endure.
Alright, so we got all of this gear. Oh, I'm gonna have to run this with multiple characters. Okay. Six pages. What do these even look like? Oh, I mean, that's kind of cool. Give me a helm. What does your helm look like? Huh. Green. Blue? It's like the Skeksis from...
We shall not falter.
The Dark Crystal?
With perseverance, strength. Shorel Aran.
I'm having trouble realizing who's people and who's
Glory
not.
to the Sindorai.
Okay.
May the eternal sun guide you.
That's an updated version of the old one, isn't it? looks nice. Furniture. We got some furniture! Get cultist? No, Silver Moon wooden chair. Oh! What are you? What are you? What are you? Oh, baby, you're so pretty. Look at you. Oh, it's hyena. He's a little hyena. Spore boar. Oh, aren't you a cutie? Aren't you an absolute cutie? Okay, that's not too bad, I think. It doesn't seem like it's a lot. The armor's a more heavy thing.
Walk your own path.
So, let's go do these quests. And then... Voice of the Eclipse. Are these for the... Combat training for cultists. Okay, so there's world quests that you can go and take care of. Okay.
The cult continues to recruit the innocent with promises of power. Their evil ends now.
Where? Oh, no, that's where they go. Okay. That's the camp. Oh, they had weekly rewards. I hope I can do this in a couple of days. So I just need to beat up a bunch of folks. Okay, cool. DejaVuKatz for the win! Streaming. I've been streaming for about an hour. I seem to get restless after about an hour. Like, I can tell when an hour is up, and my body is like, you need to go and move, and I start getting a little antsy. So once I get these two quests done, what I think I'll do is go and take... Do you count? You count.
I need to target something first.
You're gone. Okay, sure. I just went into the Twilight Zone. Get it? Twilight Island. Okay. Oh! Hi! Okay. Sure. What's up, dude? So, did these drop crests?
I need a target.
I hope I can grind everything out.
Hopefully more learn the lesson you have given the cult today.
wonder how fast these pop back up. Because I might be in a bit less trouble if they pop up fairly frequently. Is this where I'm supposed to go? No, this is for regular questing. I'm not doing regular questing, I'm doing event questing. What am I looking for? Or rare slaughter than the Twilight Highlands. This is Twilight Ascension rare slain. Okay, sure. Oh, where'd it go? It disappeared. Oh, they've all disappeared. Okay, what's going on here? Now it's there. Okay, is it there or is it not there? Pick one. I fly out here and then it disappears. Like, what the fuck? This isn't good. Okay. This feels a little buggy. This area I don't think has story zone issues. Look, and the rares are gone again. Am I zoned incorrectly or something? I don't think... Look. Now they're back. So if I go down here... I don't think this is phased. I don't remember this area being phased. Maybe it is, and I'm stuck in a different phase? That could be a problem. I would think that they would work the bugs out of that. Oh, there's a thing here.
I
Hi.
don't have a target.
Oh, he's there. He's Alright, I didn't get to him in time. Okay. Let me go do this one, I guess. I must be phased weird. That's gotta be it.
The Twilight's blade aims to recruit ogre brutes. Plant banners among them and sway them to our side.
It is.
I need to target something first.
Bark mutt? Oh, what a sweetie. Bark mutt. No, not close enough. You're not gonna let me. I need to plant banners though. Can I plant the banner? Ooh, it's cold. It's
I need a target.
It's getting kind of late. I've got on my riding pants. They're like really thick leggings. Oh! Oh, you put them on the corpses! I thought it was like a challenge banner and you go, because it said that you gotta talk to them. And so that's what I thought we were doing, and we're definitely not. Okay. Stab them after they're dead. Gotcha. I forgot to read the notes on this. Did not get that memo. Oh, also, oh, this is so silly. This has nothing to do with anything. I just feel like showing them. I'm an artist. Sorry. This, I'm not sure how I feel about that. He was kind of a mistake, but it was in pen, so I tried to make it better, but it is what it is. But I was doodling while I was waiting for the patch to load. This is hopscotch. He didn't turn out so great, and instead of leaving it, I tried to overcorrect, and then I tried to fill it in, and it's fine, because he's not like a precious drawing or anything. He actually, I copied him from an earlier page, because I thought he would look really cool on a galactic background, and maybe I could make that a thing. And I just wanted to show you. If I can find him, I can show you what he actually looks like. That's hopscotch. He's like a floating jelly bean. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. But, I had done the alcohol markers on this quite a while ago. And so I drew like little fishies and stuff on it. Just little doodles. Trying to help myself be happy again. It's not working. You know, happiness is kind of fleeting at the moment. So, but we tried. And I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to doodle for like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes a day. I don't know. We'll give it a go. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I don't know. It just but I like, ooh, pardon me. But I really liked the background and then drawing the white gel pen on top, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. It wasn't necessarily about so much what I was drawing or how it came out or what it looked like. I was just wanting to draw on a field of color with a white gel pen and see how it turned out. And it was fun. And like, I still do. I'm gonna finish that page just a little bit now. Okay. Maybe while I'm eating breakfast or something, I'll doodle some more. I want to do like a proper drawing. Maybe I'll do like a, I don't know, something. Sketch of something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That's a problem. Ooh, goodness me. I'm very out there, aren't I? I cuss a lot. Then I'm also like, goodness me. Like, I don't cuss at all. Like, no. I went to work. Well, like, a lot of people I know have cussed, you know? I've worked with a lot of rough and tumble people, and I've known a lot of rough and tumble people throughout my life. So, like... cursing's just... we do it a lot. So... Oh, I forgot to plant the... I keep forgetting to put the banner and shit. There we go. Did I put a banner in the other one? No, of course not. I'm too busy yapping and running my mouth instead of paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. Talk to the hand. You tell yourself, girl.
I don't have a
That should make them think twice about joining the wrong side.
Pretty birdie. Hello, fellow traveler. Goodbye. Farewell. Can I go into this area now? I'll do this one. See if we can. Oh, that one just popped up too. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Do I have my dots on her? Yes. Am I a skilled gamer? Absolutely. Oh shit. So wrong. Like, I know the order that these are supposed to go in. Do I do them in that order? No. Do I fat finger the wrong key? All the time. That's a constant. Woo! Sometimes I'm in pain for what seems like no reason. I mean, there is a reason, but I mean, my doctor says that that's not a reason, but, you know, whatever. What did I just get? 3 of hearts. 3 of hearts. Oh! Oh, we're bound equipped! Yes, please. I'm shift clicking like it's not. I have to shift click anything on my bars because my bars are locked up, but this is not on my bar and I'm sitting there shift clicking trying to move it and it's like, that's not how that works. What is 3 of Hunt? Combine Ace through 8 of Hunt to create a set. It's a crafting regimen. Oh, I wonder if this is for the older stuff. I don't know. I really want to get my my inscriber up to speed. Because I don't know what they've done with that. Because they got rid of inscription, like the runes and stuff. There used to be an old rune system that was for various things. But it was kind of like a crutch. Like you were greatly at disadvantage if you didn't have certain
The Blood Eye have taken many of our soldiers captive.
But
Free
you had to
them
buy the runes
before they end up in an ogre's
You'd have to either
food
have an inscriptionist or, you know, you'd have to make the runes
We
yourself.
must strike the head from the serpent.
And take up inscription.
Slay the ascended leaders of the cult.
I'm sorry, I keep talking. Or you had to make that your profession to get the runes. And so they got rid of the system because it wasn't... The game heavily kind of relied on them, and it was kind of... It wasn't... You shouldn't have to rely on a profession in order for your character to actually do good DPS. So inscripting and stuff like that kind of fell out of favor. And they removed it for the game. I think that's why they did it. I'm going to assume so. I'm going off of memory from like eons ago. It's a very long time ago. And if I remember right, that was, you know, that was a thing that you needed to do, was get those inscriptions and stuff so it could buff up your character. So they got rid of, instead of getting rid of the system as a whole, because they had a profession based on it, they just removed the inscriptions that were were class-based that would help with like DPS or whatever. So they removed that and they kept the cosmetic stuff in there. So I'm really quite interested because it just seems like to me that inscription is a bit like what's the word when you I keep wanting to say architecture. It's not architecture. I just have architecture on the brain. It seems a lot like where you dig up bones. Archaeology. Seems a lot like archaeology. Archaeology was a thing, and then all of a sudden that profession went dead for some reason. I don't know why they never added anything else to it, or what they were doing for it, or not for it. I have no idea. Can I defeat this guy? Yeah, I think so. Oh, he's tiny. Hi. So it just feels like I haven't seen it in action myself, but it just, the way that it went just kind of feels like Inscription should be like a Swiss cheese profession, like a profession that's missing a lot, that never got really filled back out the way it was supposed to be. So I wonder how that is going, or has gone. Where's this quest? So I wonder what that's like to play. So I would be curious to get my inscriptioner person up to speed and look at what they actually have for offer as a profession anymore. I feel like that would be quite interesting. Herbalism goes with them. So they do herbalism, and they grind flowers up into like a mortar and pestle, and then they use that to make inks, and then you make or buy paper, and then you write the inscription on there, and you make a rune, and yeah. It's kind of similar to enchanting, but not. And I really wonder what's become of enchanting, too. I don't usually see people walking around with glowy weapons so much anymore. And I know they did a whole revamp system for all the professions back in Dragonflight. I was not the biggest fan of the revamp. I feel like it got... Like, I enjoy part of it, like aspects of it, but it just feels like it's overly complex for what it should have been, or what it always has been. And the sort of profession system where you buy and place orders and that sort of thing just doesn't seem to function properly at any point. Maybe I just missed the bus on that, I don't know. Or maybe it was overly complex and I just couldn't figure it out myself. Maybe I was doing wrong, I don't know. That, why am I hurting? Pain is not good. Pain is not my friend. Jesus, dude! Oh! Yeah, that would make sense. Again, running my mouth and not paying attention. What I do best. Where's the doohickey? It's over here. That's why I didn't see it, because it was way over here. You would think after doing the other one I would have gotten on board with it. There we go. But yeah, so I don't know. They lost me on professions during Dragonflight. It just seemed like it was overly complicated, and I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But I haven't even touched Professions this expansion pack because I feel like it's probably more of the same, but I haven't tried to glean anything from it. I genuinely have not touched Professions this last expansion pack. Plus I've been busy, you know. You can just hit the button. There we go. No? Okay. Anyways. Neither here nor there. And it might just be a me problem. I've never fully looked into it enough to pay attention, I guess. I don't know. I want to look more into that and see what Professions have to offer now. Because I was really excited because they were like, oh, we revamped the whole system and all of that. And I do like the talent points you can put into it. I think that's really cool.
But you have brought us time.
So like, let me show you. The Professions actually have their own button. It's not in your spells anymore, but it's here. And I have Gnomish Engineering, and I really need to get back onto it because, like, I am a engineer because I like pets and mounts, and they have a lot of pets and mounts on offer typically in that spec. But yeah, it's... I clearly, but if you look at my past ones, look at how I've filled every single one of them, except for Legion. Although I was quite busy in Legion, which is kind of surprising. I did not fill that out more. But basically for Professions, you gather materials, you put them together, and then you make the thing, and then you can sell the thing, which is really great because you can recoup that cost back. But the problem is a lot of players don't necessarily want the stuff that you make. And they're not looking to buy it. So you have to scrap it to a vendor to get the money. But it's not going to be nearly as much money as what you put into it. So it's a bit of a money sink, although a lot of the stuff is found. So you get, for your time putting in, you get to make this thing and then you make a little bit of change off of it. But the real money to be made is actually selling gathering items. So people can work up their professions instead of you yourself. I got pretty close with the Colteran engineering. Legion was pretty close. I actually did Shadowlands engineering. Kind of surprised about that. I did get pretty far in the Dragon Isles. That's kind of surprising. That was kind of recently. I think that I actually worked on that either this expansion or right before the last expansion ended. Right before Dragon Isles ended, I may have actually tried upping that. But I didn't know what I was I never felt comfortable with it. Like, I never quite understood all that I was doing. 'Cause this is the UI right now. And I think the UI is fine. It's not the UI that's the problem. It's me trying to understand all the BS that's going on here. Like, I understand this. These are the things that you need to make this thing, right? But there's a chance that you can never get a recipe because when you craft stuff, it may never trigger for you. So it's almost like every time you craft something, you loot possibly a new recipe. It doesn't always happen, but you can sometimes trigger that to happen. But that's how you end up getting other recipes, is by triggering this loot and discovering a new recipe, essentially, I think. I'm not even positive. I'm going off of what I remember. Which I think is kind of an interesting system. I'm kind of good for it, but it's a lot of wasted materials trying to get certain recipes to trigger, and you don't know if that recipe is ever going to trigger for you or not. And Yeah, I guess you start, like, you don't get duplicates, I don't think. So I guess the more you do, the pool shrinks, possibly. I don't actually know. I'm guessing off of how someone might design a system like this. But then you have, like, this stuff, too. Which is cool, I guess. I like a lot of this. I think this is the part that confuses me, is down here. So, like, this stuff I understand, like, oh, there's a chance that you will break through a craft and refund, you know, some of the stuff you spent. You get some of your material costs back. Sometimes when you craft an item, you make additional items that you didn't necessarily mean to create, but you got them on backup, which is really helpful for when you're making parts to use for other parts. So you're taking raw materials, making them into, like, screws, and then you can use that screw to make a machine, right? So that's interesting. And I like your crafting speed. Like, these things I like. Like, this is not the part that messes me up. This is not the part that messes me up. The part that kind of messes me up is this. Is the finishing resonance. And I don't understand what is the purpose of this. And this thing. Apply engineering concentration. Apply 57 concentration to guarantee the next quality for this recipe. Okay. Yeah, and the quality thing. Here's another thing, too, that I have major issue with. Is... Actually, do I have any in my bag? I don't. So if you make a bronze quality, and then the next one you make is a silver quality, they do not stack. And you will have 2 slots in your inventory taken up by 1 bronze quality item and 1 silver quality item. I don't have a good idea for how to do that differently, because honestly, the system that they have, you would have to do that. But, like, look up here. Look. Okay. Up here at the top. So, Draconium Brainwave Amplifier. Quality is 4, right? It's like a diamond shape. Pretty good, right? But if I had 2 of these and one was that silver, like that one shows, they would take up 2 different spots. Although, to be fair, these are, like, more actual items and they're not really stackable items to begin with. But for things like screws and coils and stuff, like, look at this. So, 2 of this one, 1 of this one, and the 3 of this one. Those are the quality markings, right? I'm not looking at the quantity, I'm looking at the quality here. So that's gold, bronze, silver, right? 1, 2, and 3. Even the ore that you get has different qualities to it. So it's like, I have bronze quality, and then I have silver quality, but it's the same item. And that's kind of cool, but I just feel like that's overly complex, for me personally. And it just takes up a lot of bag space. And like I said, I don't have an answer for that. I don't have a good solution for that. And I just don't feel like this really adds a whole lot to the gameplay, personally. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other people enjoy it. Maybe if I just took the time to do it more often, although I am up to 78. Maybe if I just took the time to do more of it and try to understand this whole system better. Like, I did try at one point, but I feel like it was just rushed. Like, I rushed it. Not like the devs rushed it, but like I rushed it. And just wasn't able to fully grasp what I was doing, because maybe I was trying to get back to questing or trying to do this, that, and the other. Anyways, sorry, that's my spiel on on item crafting. But I would like to try it again and see if I like it any better, or what it would entail, or if I can understand the process better, or if the process has changed in the new expansion from what it used to be. Because like it used to be. Oh dear. What am I doing here? I'm bloody eye prisoners free. Oh, I'm not even supposed to be fighting you guys. Okay, my bad. Shoot. Shooting random ass shit. Ah! Oh dear. I shouldn't have done this on fire. It is what it is. I knew that would happen. Do it anyways. Okay. There you go. You're welcome. Alright, let's go find some more prisoners. I might go stealthing. But here... Like, here's the thing I do like. I do like this tree system. And I do like that there's different things that you can do. I feel like this is a bit much, but I do like it. You know? This is interesting for me. Like, I find this interesting and I like doing this. The crafting orders thing I've never understood for. Because it just seems like every time I've checked, there's never been any orders to craft. Nobody has requested anything. Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's go back to classic. So this is what it used to be. None of this other UI or anything. It was very simple. You gather these items, you put them together, add an anvil, and you make this thing. It was pretty easy and straightforward, and it was very easy to climb the ladder to get this. I like the newer system, but at the same time I don't. Like, I feel like it just kind of went overboard. And I haven't really, I know it says 29. I have not really done any of this and tried to finish this off. I do want to get all my professions up to speed because I'm just a completionist and annoyingly OCD. Anyways, neither here nor there. Let's go rescue some prisoners because we're supposed to be doing expansion stuff. So it seems like these quests spawn pretty regularly. Like while we were doing this, one of the elites popped up. So it seems like this can happen fast enough to where you can grind it out if you want to. But I need to verify that with myself first. And double check to make sure that that is a thing that we can do. I might go for a bit longer before I call it quits for the night. Or at least take a break, but probably stop streaming. Now that I kind of get the gist of how to do this. Ooh, pardon me.
I shudder to think what awaited them. Excellent work.
Okay. Alright, so I have nothing else available at this time, which is kind of worrying me a little. I need 3 more quests for this one, and I need 2 more rares for this one. But it looked like the rares were spawning pretty regularly. Oh, there's that one rare. For some reason, he keeps disappearing. I've done the quests in this zone with Shinohara, so I should be good. Oh fuck! Oh, thank God. There are other people here. Save me! I'm a bit of a glass cannon. Oh, there's a lot of people. Hi! I thought I was alone. I am definitely not alone. Oh my god. But no, there are people here. So it looks like we gotta get rid of all these cultists first in this little triad situation we got going on. To unleash the skull tree. Me oh my. Me oh my, I swallowed a fly. No. In the process of dying though. Alright. Aren't we all? Don't stand in the stuff! I guess this is kind of good in a way. I mean, it seems like I might have to sit around and wait for a while. Oh. To get to? Yes, it is. Let's go. Yeah, this is a lot like the last expansion packs. Oh, they're gone again. What the fuck? Is it just because I'm over the damn crack? That crack area must be phased. Oh shit. Nope. This actually, okay, so the last expansion pack that came out was War Within. And War Within had a pre-expansion event a lot similar to this, right? You would go around, kill a bunch of memories, and it would be like you had a certain amount of time that you had to do these tasks. Like we had to stop the ritual, which was to kill a certain amount of mobs. Now we have to kill specific mobs, 3 specific mobs, in order to unleash this guy. And yeah, so this seems very akin to the last expansion event, which was great. I want to say they didn't have world quests on top of that. I want to say that the world quests and the actual like questing system and weekly quests are new. I might be wrong about that. I want to say there was a daily quest you could do. I'm not positive. I don't really remember. Anyways, that event was highly successful. Everybody liked it. It was a bit of a grind, but it wasn't bad. And it was just kind of this lighthearted fun, and it was really kind of quirky and great because you had a large variety of different things that you were fighting, and it was spot on. Like, that event, superb. Did really well. So it seems like this is really good. On top of that, plus you get world quests, you get a quest line that takes you through stuff too, and it seems like an all-around good time. It seems like it expanded upon the last mechanics for the last expansion, pre-expansion. So that's really cool, and I'm really glad to see that they brought it back. Because that felt like such a last time. So hopefully I can get this stuff ground out. Not gonna do that. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, That's it. Alright. It's gonna be hard to get the last few ones. It's gonna be hard to get the last ones that you need. Alright. So I guess we're just on... Oh, we could turn this one in. Where's this one? Let me turn this in, and then I gotta run to the next one, and we'll just see how many of these we can knock out.
I am rather busy.
Because it seems like you get that guy that just ran by in that mech suit.
Respect our customs.
Seems like that is a... That is the achievement award, is that mount. Thorn of Twilight and mount. Light Forged Mecha Suit. So that is specific to this title and to this event. So it will not be that. So I just gotta knock all these out until I get it. Although I think there's another YouTuber, and I think she streams on Twitch called Hazel. Nut, I think is her name. I've always called her Hazel. She's been around for months. And I think she said she was able to do all the things in the event in about a day and a half. Except for getting the, I think she said the furniture, which will still be available later, but all the gear and other stuff will not be available at a later time. So I'm just gonna go shoot around and take care of this. But yeah, it seemed like they learned a lot from last pre-expansion, and I'm so glad that they've taken those mechanics and just ran with it. And I love the fact that you don't have to purchase everything. That the equipment and stuff can be a drop on the last expansion. There was a set that only could drop. So I need to look into what's available for the event, what isn't, and see if there were any drop-specific loot. I don't think I got everything because, again, I don't think I got everything, but we'll see. I will probably stream more of this tomorrow if you want to show it. I know, I'm not supposed to talk to you. Although we weren't in high school together, we were just friends while I was in high school. And we never really stopped being friends. I don't know. You know, we're one of those friends. We poke each other from now and then. Check one another every now and then. Okay. I don't think I've got any more. There's one. Yes! I'm loving this. Okay, this is exactly what last expansion pack was like, but better. I don't know if the quests are different here that are being, it seems like so far just the ones that we've done, it's a bit more mundane because it's all cultists. I really liked the variation of last expansion, which was very, it was hilter-skelter and a little bit of everything because Azeroth was remembering different events, different bosses, so like we could fight Cogger, you know, and stuff like that, and it was all in one area, and it was really fun, and there were different mechanics, and it was just like all the classic bosses that you knew and loved were there. Right, and it was such a fun, good little time. And then we had to defeat the memory of the big boss was like Ragnaros. I think that's his name. Ragnaros, right? I might be missing. You have to remember, I'm used to reading everything and not saying it out loud, so I don't know if it's pronounced correctly. I just pronounce it what I think it was when I read it. All those years ago. But yeah, it was good times. So I like having diversity in the things that I'm fighting and battling. That mech suit, that's the one that I think comes with the achievement. But yes, so I think that's good stuff. I'm hoping this will be similar, but it's a lot of cultists. It's a lot. I hope this next expansion, and I don't think it will, one of the expansion packs that I liked the absolute least was Warlords of War. The story was good. However, it felt like every goddamn thing you were fighting was nothing but worse. It was like the same model over and over and over again, the same mechanics over and over again. I will repeat this, I'm so sorry to whatever dev has to listen to me drone on about that crap. But yeah, it's just, hated that expansion, it was nothing but fucking worse all the time. It sucked. So I hope that it's more than just cultists and stuff in the next expansion pack. And I looked at the book, it's very much, the art book very much seems like it's more than that, for sure. So I'm really excited. Like, there's a troll area, so I'm hoping we get dinosaurs. I remember when they were talking about War Within. War Within went through a lot of changes. They got Metzen back. Metzer? I'm confusing him with the actual reindeer. I think it's Metzen. Yeah, Blitzen and Metzen. Okay, yes, Metzen. Metzen was a... Sorry, there's a quest to go get a reindeer who is also named Metzen, who is named after that dead person who does that weird storyteller, developer guy. Kind of puts everything together, keeps things on track. Anyways, lead designer? No, they're good too. Anyways, he came back middle of last expansion pack. Or right before last expansion released? No, right before last expansion released. In the middle of creating the last expansion, which was War Within, before the release, when they were talking about everything that they were making, everything they were doing, I do remember at one point they had made a dinosaur area, and they were talking about it being kind of like Ungo Crater, and I was excited because I'm like, oh, dinosaurs are coming back. That's awesome. And then here we are looking back at the past after that expansion launched and this new one coming out, and there were no dinosaurs like that were promised for War Within. That was very middle of the concept for what they were doing, and I think they had to backtrack because I think according to Metzen or according to one of the other people or what's been speculated within the community. Oh shit, I'm maxed out on Valor Stones. Oh.
Be about your work.
I will fix that later. I think... Do I have that one? Hang on. I'm trying to... Oh, she's gone. Commander... I do not have her. Okay. Where is everybody? Everybody's over there. It seems like the feeling throughout the community, and it's theorized, or maybe, I don't know. Metzen came in, we think, around the mid-time that War Within was being made. So what ended up happening was, the previous concept art and the stuff that they were using to advertise War Within ended up not being pushed through. And what ended up, I think, what's been said, at least in the community, and I don't know if it's been confirmed, is that the dev team was trying to cram too much story into one expansion pack, and that's how the War Within saga has come about. It's a 3 expansion pack saga. And I'm glad they're phrasing it like that, because they made the mistake when they did Overwatch 2, trying to explain it as players won't get left behind, and it's supposed to be... They were promising a lot that we never got. And I think that caused a lot of problems and a lot of disheartening issues within the community and things like that for Overwatch, which is also overrated. So I think learning from that and saying, well, it's a saga, it's a continuing story. I think saying that also in terms of we were following Sylvanas? Sylvanas or Sylvana? We were following Windrunner, and she's so nice. We were following Windrunner around, and you could see her in Legion doing shit behind the scenes, and you never quite, you were just getting glimpses, which were cool, but everyone kind of assumed that that was wrapped up, and you would know what she was doing by the end of the expansion, and you didn't. It wasn't until the very end of Shadowlands that you figured out what was going on. And I feel like that is kind of a similar case for that dragon guy. Not Barak. Like, I think everyone thought that we were going to be going after the stone dragon of the trio. We flipped one of those dragons into a friend, the blue lady. The stone dragon guy, we all just kind of assumed we'd have to kill him in a raid. And he disappeared through a portal and we didn't see him again. And I have not come across any lore personally in the game or out of the game. Of course I don't read the books or anything that explains what the fuck happened to him. He was just there, he was this evil villain. There was so much build up for the end of Dragonflight, and we thought we were going in, and instead we killed Farak. And I thought maybe Farak would be like the dungeon boss or one of maybe 2 raid bosses, and maybe Farak would be like the stone boss. And we get like the stone guy for the other boss, but instead we ended up going down into the old Blackwing labs, which was really cool. That was a really cool raid. I did not do well with the final boss there. I sucked at his mechanics so bad. I just had trouble keeping up. But that's kind of what the final raid boss was, but it was a sneak peek for what was to come in War Within, and me and my best friend were super hyped for War Within, because we're like, oh my god, you know, the Cthulhu shit's coming back, you know, and yeah, it is, like, it's being hinted at. We're talking about the Void, we've seen what happened on Crash, and like, all this really fun stuff, right? It's so cool. And it's like, this is one of the things that is so subtle in World of Warcraft that I love and adore, is this is not a medieval game. Yes, you can, there's knights everywhere and all this, but no. It is a space horrors game taking place in a medieval fantasy age realm, and I love that. And it's not like it's a thing they added in. It's been there from the beginning. Like, it's always been crept in there. Galactic horrors, shit from space, and it's all part of the World of Warcraft universe. And it's really cool. It's our space sci-fi and our, like, high fantasy Lord of the Rings shit, all jammed together in one loving package. And it does it pretty seamlessly to where it doesn't seem like it's out of the ordinary or anything weird or unexpected. You know, it's really natural to me, because you don't think of World of Warcraft as a galactic horror, you know, eldritch shit, but it's there when you start listening to hear the whispers in the void, and like, you see it in some of the pets that pop back. Or when you were in Legion, you were holding Xalatath, and it was whispering to you, you know, and it was just like, it's just little tidbits, you know, and then you have little bits within raids, you know, you go into the Titan facility and, in Lich King, and you go down into there and you talk to the Titans that are stationed there, the Keepers, and you have to help the Keepers, and they're being brainwashed by something. What are they being brainwashed? The fucking thing that lives in the basement. What's the thing that's living in the basement? It's a fucking eldritch horror that they jammed in there, one of the fucking old gods, right? And they're just down there, chill-pilling, causing terror, using the Keepers like little fucking puppets, and it's like, oh my god, you thought you were in a Titan facility. No, the real boss is the fucking shit in the basement. And it slides in there so nicely. And it's just like, oh, it's so good. I love this game so much. I'm so sorry for anyone who is sick and tired of rambling on about it, but I do. And maybe once I figure shit out and my life stabilizes a bit more, then maybe I can play with like my best friend who's on more often, and I can do all the fucking things I can in Warcraft. I have so many things I want to finish that I want to finish. So it's like going in and getting all the pets from all the zones, all the fucking zones. Not just at green, no, I want those bitches in the highest rank I can get, the highest rarity, you know? They just... But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I tried to pick up pets in the house, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be able to... Oh, fuck. Hi. What's going on? What that was about? fighting the rare. Got this. But yeah, so. When you go into the lab of death, the whole the dragon race that you play in World of Warcraft were not made by the Titans. They were made by Deathwing. So okay, so he's still queuing in. He's got a timer on him. This one next. So one of the dragons kind of defected, kind of left the rest of the clan and kind of caused a schism or a fracture or like split the party into two factions, right? And he ended up, is it not here? No, I phased incorrectly. It's just me, 'cause this is gonna hurt. It's just me. Nope, there's somebody there. Okay. So he actually ended up being the raid boss, right? So he had gone into this lab facility to seek power, and to try to harness the void magic, which is exceptionally unstable. So he got a hold of the power and he couldn't hold it, couldn't handle it, and just went nuts the same way that Deathwing did. Deathwing got corrupted, I think in a very similar fashion, if not the exact same fashion. I'm going to fucking die again! Ah, fuck. Fuck! Okay. But there were different things that had happened. So that was... Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I'm not very good at doing that. Multitasker, I am not. Okay, there we go. So what had ended up happening is you see the little clips of the void through that. You see it in the raid boss. Why does this keep... Okay, I have to stay here. I can't do anything once I phase out. Okay. So, while you were doing the raid, that final raid boss ends up being this guy that couldn't handle the void magic, and you see that throughout little tidbits like Windrunner, who we are following his current expansion path, is learned how to use void magic and how to harness it, and so like you can see the damage it can do pretty significantly. So it's shown up there. There was also another event which I got super excited about. It's this little secret event that happens, and you have to go around and find all these secrets and take care of certain things and do certain activities and control certain things. And once you get to the end of that, the two people were actually working for old gods or something like that. And they vanish. They just take off. You don't actually kill them. They just disappear. If I remember right. Or you kill them, or you start to kill them, and then they, like, portal out. Anyways, if you do kill them, I don't remember how it ended. Anyways, the important thing was you got this box for loot. And the box was... And they, I think either when they're dying or when they do their final monologue or something before you kill them or before you fight them, and they talk about the old gods, and they talk about the void, and it's like, me and my best friend got so really excited about it, because it's like, they're coming back, they're being woven into the story, like, you can see it, and that was before we actually went down in the zone, which is an underground area. It was like the testing ground for trying underground zones and seeing how those would work out and things like that. And it was kind of a showcase of what was to come without us actually knowing anything about it. We thought it was cool shit. We were flying underground, and it's this giant cavern fucking system. And that's where Deathwing's lab, which totally makes sense, 100%. And I'm standing shit. But to see the void being woven into that story, sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I'm not the greatest at it. Please forgive. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was super exciting to see that. Just doing its thing. You know, being woven in and chef kiss. Like, so good. I'm just really excited to see the Cthulhu stuff kind of creep back in, and because you see it with the Dark Moon Fair. Like, have you ever actually paid attention to the Dark Moon Fair? The Dark Moon Fair is an eye. And some of their other architectural elements, besides the tents and stuff, are like tentacle-looking stuff, very reminiscent of that. It's very toned down, but it's also the same kind of color scheme of those, you know? And it's just... there was a Warlock quest that came about. But yeah, like, when you're not at the Dark Moon Fair, it's all demons. The Dark Moon Fair is actually for demons. That's where the demons like to go and hang out and chill and ride on rides and do games and shit. And it's just the 1 week of the month they bring other people to the island to go enjoy it instead. And then they make their money off of the normies, you know? The non-demons. Oh my gosh, non-demons, you know? Gotta go cater to them for a week, you know? The real money's in the demons, you know? I know, like, but yeah, like, it's so, it's really horror, but in the most funny and bite-sized bites I've ever eaten. Tried to get me to play something akin to D&D. I wanted to play D&D, and I'm like, what the hell's D&D? Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't explain what it is, though, you know. And so my brother said, well, we're gonna play a game without a board, and I'm like, I don't. How do you play a board game without a board? That doesn't make any sense. And so my brother ended up introducing me to Hero Quest, which is basically kind of like a dumbed down version of D&D with a board. And that worked out really well, and I kind of got hooked on that. I wanted to play that thing all the fucking time, and my brother would get sick of me asking to play with him with it, you know, so. But yeah, it was good fun times. That was the gateway drug. Was Hero Quest. Because I couldn't wrap my tiny head, my tiny little brain around a board game without a game board. You know, where is everybody? You're here. Howdy doody. You wanna start killing stuff? We can kill stuff together. Oh, you just logged out on me. Okay, that's... Oh no, you didn't log out. Okay, you stealth. Gotcha. Shitballs. I will not die again! No fuck, no fuck, no fuck, no fuck, no! Oh my god. Can't take this shit out, man. I don't have the health for that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm really proud of the game. I'm proud of the devs. I'm proud of the story. I'm proud of this thing that they've made. And I hope it only gets better. There's my corpse. Am I good at playing it? No. Do I love it regardless? Yes. Have they done a lot to try to help players like me play it better? Yes. Help my sorry ass. Christ! I've gotten very little sleep that night. Look, it looks like we've got about half of the bosses so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 left that I don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're back. We've only got 5 hours on this. I run this. It's not. It doesn't. I have a lot of stickers. I don't have my prints up. Printer's not doing so great at the moment. It prints, but it's all sorts of misaligned. It seems like it's misaligned. Try and get through it.
Inventory is full. I can't carry it anymore.
Inventory is full. Make sure all my junk is actual junk. Okay. He is so cool looking. Oh, look at that. Black and red. Or it's black and deep purple, I'm not sure which. Anyways. So yeah, I'm getting some prints made that are holographic. And I sent off for it like mid-December. Early December. And I have not. I've gone back with 2 or 3 revisions. 2 revisions. No, 3 revisions. 2 revisions. I think I'm gonna do a 3rd revision. I know, kill me now. And they've keep messaging me like, have you gotten your thing? Are you okay over there? What are we doing? And they're so polite. They always like check in and they are absolute dolls in dealing with my sorry ass. So I really need to get back to them and be like, well, here's the next revision, you know? Because I went too far in one side of the spectrum, so like, I oversaturated the pinks now, and I need to find a good, like, medium for what to do. So I'm probably going to do one more test print in between, and then that's probably going to be it, finalize it, and send it back. And ask them to use when I prints. It's probably going to be $100 or so on the revisions that I've done. I think it's going to be like $70-something, and I'm only going to get like about 50 prints or something. But due to all the revisions I've had, it's going to end up costing me a lot up front. But once, I think it is, I'm using it for the experience because now I can color grade things a little bit better because this is the first one that I'm trying to line up with the printers and try to see what the printer, like get with what the printers print and how dark things get, how light things get, and you can also a specific color paper too. So I can go through and adjust things as needed for prints beyond this one. So it's going to cost me a lot up front, but I'm also learning how to deal with manufacturers and printers, which I've been doing before. Well, I dealt with sticker ink, which is very easy to do. Most of their colors are pretty well close to my print, my screen. What am I trying to say here? Most of their qualities are really close to what I see my screen colors. Actually, I did get a different screen. But they print pretty close to what I've got on screen. And since I've already got the files set up for their printer and for their printing and stuff like that, all of the old stickers that I have are pretty well good for what I need it to be. So when I go and do reprints, they're going to be the same printers and things like that. So they're going to look the same, even though they may not look the same as the other. This is going to get good thing. But I need to take care of that order fairly soon. Either right after the midnight launches on the 2nd. Or the 2nd is the last day. I think it launches on the 2nd. think they're doing maintenance on the second. So, we have today, which is almost over. And we have tomorrow, which is really the first day. And then we have the first. Did I get my stuff? Did I loot? Where's the boss? Yeah, I think I looted. Okay. If not, it should be sent to me. Once I get an idea for what their printers print and what the color on their printers means and how different it is from my monitor, then I can print things out. Although, you know, anyways, I need to get that taken care of and get that put up in my shop. I'm running at half the stuff I should be running at. With all my printers down. Physical prints are need to start making a little better. Just so I can start. I have a binding business. All my art businesses here. The gaming side of things is DejaVuKatz. That's always nice. Before the internet was really a thing. So. My Etsy shop is called Rummaging. But I really want to start working on more like prints too, something that's a little bit harder and stuff. Because I want to get stickers don't have a lot of detail in them sometimes. Can be very, because of their size, if they get overly detailed, you lose that detail in it and it becomes kind of a waste. Because it's not, you just can't print the detail in something so small, right? You lose a lot of that detail. So, like, I do kind of want to do, like, bits and things. I want to do more complex subject matters. I want to tell, like, a story through art. And I want to do all that. I do want to use my art to make games, too. If that makes sense. So, like, I really kind of want to mesh it. And I'm sure people hate me for trying to do everything all together all at once. That's just how I always have been. Because it keeps me from getting bored, too. And it keeps me from working on something too long if I can double and nothing happens. Like, I can multitask if I've done it for long enough. I can just... I watched a gameplay of... Death in Unison or something like that. And you have all these tasks that you have to do together. And it's basically like, you put out the theoretical fire over here, then you gotta go take care of that, and it's just like, it's so... You have people that come up to the window that you have to take care of, or do a certain mechanic for, or like someone rams through the door and you gotta take care of that, and you gotta go hide for that, and it's just like... It was my job. That was what I did for a living. Was constantly have to bounce through different tasks. Like, that was the definition of my job, was being... I worked at a seafood place, okay? And so... It was a grocery store, but it was the seafood counter. But we also were like the only seafood place in town, and we were the only people that cooked seafood. So we got used like McDonald's. We didn't cook it anything fancy. We shoved it in a fucking microwave with some water. Called it a steamer. And it's just like... Okay, where's everybody located? Hang on. I gotta get my bearings here. Okay, there are people over here. I can go over here and I won't die and I should be safe. No. Yes. Okay, there they are. Nope. Land, motherfucker. Stay on the ground. But yeah, so... That was basically my job, is I had to go put in orders, I had to go get food, I had to go get shit out of the freezer, I had to deal with clientele actually standing at the counter in a line. Usually it was not a good line. People just kind of had to mentally keep track of where they were in said line, because no one really actually lined up the way they were supposed to, which did cause conflict with some customers. Anyways. So, like, yeah, it's just like all this shit that happened that went down, and it's just like, in this game, right? And I'm like, oh no, that's just my job. That's what my job feels like, you know, is running around, multitasking, and hopping between tasks and putting out fires, you know, and like, to go doing this now, gotta go hop on this, and like, gotta do dishes while I cook and take care of customers at the counter. You know, it's like I'm constantly doing 3 things at once, and I was so good at it because I had done it for forever. You know, I'd done that job for more than 7 years because I did it at, I worked at several different locations. And so yeah, that was fun. It was funny to watch somebody play a game like that. And all I could think of was, yeah, that was and now I'm just depressed for a living. No. I'm trying to stream and I'm trying to do my art for a living. I have had a lot of mental breakdown and issues over various things. Well, currently I have one. I'm just trying to make it work. I'll get there I've been working on something, but my problem is that I sometimes bounce around too much, and it becomes a problem. But I do need to bounce between a couple of different projects just so I don't get bored and stop doing things. So usually if I'm working on 2 things, it's better for me and my mindset. Is there a currency cap on this shit? No. Okay. That's good. I know my knowledge down to a cap. I loved the Valor Storm system in Dragonflight, and then I've been so busy doing events that are in World of Warcraft, just trying to live life, and do do shit outside of World of Warcraft that I have not been able to keep up with anything this expansion, and it's been very difficult because of how many events we're getting flooded with this last couple years. Like in Dragonflight it was okay, and then all of a sudden War Within happened, and it was just like there were so many events the last couple years. Like, I would even argue at the end of Dragonflight, like that last year of Dragonflight, shit really kind of kicked off. And you can tell how much effort and work that they've put into World of Warcraft as a whole, and they've really amped up production to the point where I can't fucking keep up. So, like, I used to have time to enjoy things like hunting down all the pets and going and collecting mounts and shit, and I just, because of all the events that are just back to back to back to back to back, I haven't really been able to do that. So I haven't been able to do things like fill out my professions and really get a grip on them and understand that. I haven't been able to go back and do my old professions and get those worked up. I haven't been able to get all the pets and stuff from engineering, all the mounts and stuff. It's been a lot, especially with like Remix, which just like consumes your life for several months, and then just like all the other shit. Oh my god, this fucking phasing. I am stuck here. This is where I exist now. I live in this bubble. Let's shoot it from here. Is Zombie out here somewhere I can talk to about this phasing situation? No. Of course not. Okay. She's in a lot of classic areas that got revamped, so you can still go back and do old quest areas and things like that before they were dramatically altered, like what they had back in Cataclysm. Unfortunately, when they did Cataclysm, they made it so you couldn't go back in time and you couldn't get that stuff back. So instead of putting everything back into retail WoW, what they did was they made classic servers and stuff, which is a really cool idea. But I really liked, like, the reason classic WoW is so popular is because A, it's nostalgic. 2 is it was actually really fun to play. I really wish that we got some of those pre-Cataclysm zones back in the form of, like, zombie. So we can go and play some of those old quest lines and things like that. Because they were fun to do. The scaling's gonna be off, though, which it shouldn't be in Classic. On the Classic servers and stuff. But I think with current scaling and stuff, it would be a little weird. I think it could be done though, but fuck! Is the boss gonna be out of my eyesight now? 'Cause of the phasing issue? Shitballs, come on, don't do this to me.
I need to target something first.
Fuck. And I can't loot him now? Because I'm phased differently. Okay.
I don't have a target.
This is bad. Okay, he's dead. I got the insignias, but I didn't get the loot from it. It might be in my mailbox though that might be from somebody else. Fuck this phasing issue. What is this phasing issue? Like, I bit here and did the quests for this long-ass time ago. Okay, well, it's over. I can't do anything. I can't pick it up. I can't get to the... This one spot is a phasing issue. For me, at least. Oh, this is fun! Oh, this is cool. I like this. Am I helping? I think I'm helping. It appears like I'm helping. Can I fly into these guys? Is that a thing? Can I knock you down? No? Okay. So where is everybody at? So is everyone doing this side of things? Are they together? Are they separate? They're separate. Oh, I only have 3 left. Look at that! We might actually get everything done tonight. I still don't have to do this, weird stuff. But, let me see. Executioner. Yeah, I already have her. And Voice of the Eclipse. Have the Voice of the Eclipse. So that was what, 2 hours for all the rotation? Yeah, about 3 hours. 3 hours for a full rotation of bosses. So I can... we get through these bosses then. I'm already here. Might as well play it. Okay, so we'll do these 2 bosses before. And then we'll go check out the vendors. What I'll do is, I'm not actually going to buy any vendors tonight. I'm going to hold on my vendors because I know what drops and what doesn't. Since I still have bosses to do and I still have something to get, I'm going to save that until I'm done with this cheap. And see what gear I've already picked up and what I still need to get. And I will figure out how many tokens I need and just kind of hold out on buying anything until I feel like I've got enough to buy all the gear I need. But I don't have to buy stuff that has RNG and over a piece of gear that I didn't use. You know what I mean? I'd rather not. Plus, I should probably run some other characters through this too, just so I can get all the sets. Although they are warlord, I'm sure that will come through. Although I think this will go maximum storage. Every day, all the time. So, what I might do for my war bag. I gotta go through the bag too. I still haven't. That's been something I've been needing to do for the last 2 expansions now and has not happened. So, I just don't have time. Wow! Debs, what are you doing? You're constantly making me go through shit. I haven't had all these events. I have not had time to breathe and go through my fucking maps. I know. No, I'm just a hoarder. It's not you. I do need to go through that shit. Yeah, shit. through all my professions and get all my professions up to date. That I have not had time for. I have not had time to go through all that. It's just... I'm tired, that's why. They keep hitting the wrong buttons. They keep putting the same 2 dots on them, and it's like, they don't need it. Those dots aren't up. That's a waste of time and energy and effort. It's like, like I said, I didn't go to sleep till like 5 or so in the morning, between 4 and 5. I'm fairly tired. Brain and functioning at full capacity. So. Yada yada yada. Gustav. Oh, I need Gustav. Who's here? I need Gustav. That was, yeah, Eye of the Eclipse, or Voice of the Eclipse. So let's go do Gustav since he's on my list of things I gotta do. I'm surprised at how fast I'm knocking these out, which is very good. I like this just flying around doing this sort of thing. This is very nice. Friend has off. When I say here, I'm talking about on the computer here playing World of Warcraft with me. My friend was taking off for the beginning of the launch of the new expansion. So she's going to have off, so we're going to be probably getting this done. So we can play together. Her sister's visiting her. I hope she's able to because she said she didn't finish the monthly stuff. Like, every month we get this traveler's log thing. Sorry, Bill, this is an extra long thing. This is one of the additional rewards because it's free to post personally. So there's a lot of extra stuff that's going on. So, and because her sister's visiting her right now, she can't really play. So I hope she gets to, I think she's been doing pre-expansion stuff already, so she probably has all the gear out and stuff, and the title and all that, so she's probably set. She said she didn't finish all the stuff, so maybe she still needs to do this, but she'll have the ability until then. And, so she'll have the first, so next, tomorrow and the day after. If I get this done and I get all my stuff, maybe I'll offer to jump on her. Although I don't think she can. But I can at least offer. This is the last one. would be nice to do, but I do need to make it. I have not unlocked the Earthen yet. The Earthen is the new race that came out with this expansion, but you couldn't get that race until you got to the end of the quest line for the expansion, which makes sense. I just haven't gotten there yet. It's been 2 years and I still haven't finished. I'm very close to the end. I finished all the quests for the campaign. There's just additional campaign quests that are tacked on that are not represented in the achievement that unlocks the race and stuff. So like, even though I finished the campaign, I haven't actually finished the campaign. So I'm trying to do that. Usually before the new expansion hits, I do like some mount hunting, farming, and I just haven't been able to do any of that. Who's next? Voidclaw. Do I have Voidclaw? I do not. Well, we might be knocking this shit out tonight. I wasn't planning on this, but it's happening. I might as well do it, right? Although my cramps are starting to keep in again. Go away. I got shit to do. Oh, look at that baby! Oh, I'm getting hungry. I need food too. It's actually funny for I'm very proud of myself. Very proud. They can't usually do this. Although I did have to take out my earphones. Not because they were bugging me, but because like, I needed time with all of them. You might need to what have you been doing lately? What's your stick? Woo! Field without any kind of shade or cover, I would definitely be farming after dark because it just cools off so much. If I had an outdoor job, 100%, I'd be carrying floodlights out there and I'd be doing my job in the dark. Oh, look at the baby! He just bounced! He's such a good little boy. The most adorable boy ever. Ooh, I'm tired Laura over. Oh. Yeah, he's just there. Job. Sleep in at like study table inside our studio. Not like this kind of studio, like on this kind of studio. I've my school and architecture, school culture in general. That is a fucking hot mess that just should not exist. Are we flying somewhere? Where are we going? Does no one know where we're going? No one knows where we're going. Everyone's just kind of flying in a circle, having no idea where to go. Alright. Let's see here. I got... Ooh, 2 more! We got 2 more bosses. Mirrorverse? And Saligrum the Observer. Everyone's flying this way. What we got? Mirrorverse. That's a kick-ass name, man. Mirrorverse, the world of opposites. Oh, he's a scorpion! I might actually be able to get this achievement done tonight. I have 100 of these tokens. 160. I'm probably gonna have to grind a lot more. That's it. Plus, you can take your low levels here because everything, at least this was the case for the last expansion release, is that everything's scaled. You can bring a level 1 in here and it should maybe 10. Might have been 10. You can bring a level 10 or whatever in here and level up that character and gear up that character. You'll basically level up to 8. It was a really nice and wonderful system, especially I think there's don't think that there's currently an XP bonus going on. There was in the last expansion pack, so you basically could level in a day doing street. It was good. It was really interesting and cool. I personally did not do that. I leveled up a couple of characters, not from scratch, but I leveled them up a little bit because I wanted gear drops. I needed to get gear drops, not necessarily my spec. Like, they weren't items that I could use. And I think that they only dropped shit that you could use, so that meant you had to run multiple characters for this stuff. And I kind of hope that that's not the case. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to pass it on to Kat.
You wish to buy? Trade?
Selgrim. Saligrum. Yeah, Saligrum. Just gotta wait for it to pop up. I guess I can fly. No, it looks like people are waiting for something else to pop up. Just need one more. If you've been here with me this entire time, thank you. I appreciate you hanging out with me and keeping me awake. And being here while I monologue. Surprising one hasn't popped off by now. I'm definitely gonna head to bed after. I'm gonna see if this last boss pops. Oh, yes it has. Sweet. I love that they're in a specific rotational order so you can get all of them. It's not RNG. And I love that the order happens within, what, like 3 hours? I've been recording for 3 hours and we've already been through the whole fucking rotation. This is fantastic. Way to go, Blizz. Love you guys. They do such good work. Not all the time, but like, nobody can be perfect all the time, you know? There's always gonna be... And just because, like, somebody has an opinion, like, a lot of people are talking about Poppy Playtime and stuff, it's not about it. 100% go play Poppy Playtime. But just because somebody has a critique of it doesn't mean that it's a bad game or anything. It's just a way that the game can be. Just because one person's experience doesn't mean that's the ability. But I love Poppy Playtime. It's a series of games. They got 5 chapters out. They usually put out about 1 chapter every week. Oh, Chef is so good. But like, it's good to give input and feedback in a constructive way, because that can help them make the games better. And if you have a problem with the game, you know, voice it in a polite and nice way. And just also maybe iterate for yourself and for others that other people may have different experiences with the same game. But it allows the devs and stuff to look at other playthroughs and see what the challenges are for other players as well, and what may be going on for other players, and if this is a larger issue or perhaps a smaller issue, you know, and it might just be a more subset of people within the gaming community, or if it's actually happening and more people are running into that, which maybe they can be able to patch up, or possibly instead of patching, they can just work on the mechanisms. Cool way to do things, and I think when I eventually make video games and stuff, I will definitely be putting things out in chapters if I want to tell a longer story, because that seems like a good way to go about it. Because I think expansions are a little bit different. Expansions would require a base game, whereas chapters are more like storytelling elements that you can play, which World of Warcraft kind of does, but with World of Warcraft it's more like you're unlocking new areas and continuing stories like that, which if you think of the saga, you know, this is kind of like a chapter within that saga. And that's a good way to think about it. Multiple stories. And an overarching story is great. And I think that is a wonderful thing. I think the way they've done it in the past has not been well executed. And maybe it's just a naming convention and a mindset of the player that is more the issue than actually how they went about doing it. That makes sense. But I think storytelling elements over a larger, grander scale needs to be more big movements, kind of like what we see. Like, we're following Zalatath, and we're following the things that are connection to her, and what her visitations are called. With Poppy Playtime, it's more It's kind of a similar idea, is that the storyline is continuing. But like I said, yay, cool. Oh, I got it! Yes, of course I did. Duh. Sorry. I'm tired. Sorry if my rambling is incoherent. I like sort of how they've branded the saga and chapters within that saga. I think that was a very smart move on behalf of the World of Warcraft brand and devs to set up that mindset for the player base as a whole and for individual players going into it. You know, it's not just an expansion, it's an expansion within a larger storytelling arc, and I think that is a beautiful and wonderful thing to do, because you're not trying to cram in so many storytelling elements into one expansion, but then you also have the leeway to make adjustments as needed in order to tell your story. And I think that is definitely something I want to do. Look at that. It's a beautiful sight. And I think that's a beautiful thing to do for longer storytelling things like Poppy Playtime. I think that those chapters, we're on chapter 5, so it's been, I think, maybe 5 years that they've been in development with that story. I think I discovered them last year or the year before. I think I discovered them right before chapter 3 or 4 came out. I think it was chapter 3 at the time, and then I think right after I learned about chapter 3 and was into chapter 3, chapter 4 came out. So that was, because I remember craving more Poppy Playtime, and then the latest chapter dropped, and I'm like, yes! Because like chapter 4 was right on my doorstep, so to speak. When I was craving Poppy Playtime like the most, I think I only had to wait like about a month or so, and then it just dropped, and I'm like, yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. I was so excited to watch playthroughs of that. I didn't play it myself. I haven't played Poppy Playtime myself. I cannot play horror games very well, and maybe one day I will break that, and I will try. But I just get so locked up, and like, so like I end up doing this, or I plug my ears like I'm actually there, and I can't. It is very difficult for me to do. I used to try to play Wolfenstein, and it took me and one of my friends playing Wolfenstein together to play a one-person Wolfenstein game. I would have to use the control keys to move around, and then she would actually fire the gun off and everything like that. But, you know, we were so small, you know, that we would fit in one chair. Like, we were so tiny back then that two of us could sit in one computer chair. No joke. Actually, that's the computer chair there that we sat in. I don't know if you can see that in the background. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see what you see. I think it's out of frame, though. No, you can see the banker box. Actually, yeah, no, you can't see it. It's actually on this side. It's just out of camera frame. Actually, can I move you? Not really. It's back there in the back. It's an old army surplus chair. See, now I moved you. Now I gotta move you back. But yeah, so, like, I could not play Wolfenstein. The original. Okay, the pixelated original. I would try so hard, and I would start playing, and I would just get so scared and locked up because you could hear their footsteps through the speakers, and like, I just got so nervous that I would clam up, and I just couldn't do it. And my friend, I would always have to play with a friend, because anytime I'd try to play alone, I would just find food. That's all I would do the entire game, is just find food and avoid conflict. So like, my best friend at the time would share the chair with me, and one of us would fire and the other one would be directional footing. Problem was, I would get so scared that she would have to take over the entire keyboard to play because I couldn't function. You know, I'm talking like we were 6 or 8. Like, we were in that age range. And so, like, she would have to take over and do both. And, like, I would end up watching her play games. And this would happen with my brother, too. So, like, my brother would play, like, Resident Evil and stuff, and I'd go over his house and I'd play Resident Evil with him. And, I couldn't play. I would get so scared that I couldn't, my nerves would be shot. I couldn't handle it. And my brother would always play instead of me, and I would watch him play. So, like, I've been watching other people play horror video games my entire life, practically. Since my dad got a computer, essentially. Like, you know, it was always a thing. Because I couldn't handle doing it myself. Ever since the PS1, bro. Like, my entire life I've just watched other people play horror games. I did, and I still have, for the Wii, I think it is a Resident Evil game. Because I wanted to play it because I loved watching my brother play it. To this day, I have not got past that first village. Because I can only play it for tiny durations because my nerves just get shot. I get so wound up and my anxiety takes over and I just like, ah, and I can't do it. I can't. Ah. Maybe one time I'll try again. Maybe I'll do that for like a Halloween thing. Maybe I'll try, you know, or do it as like a goal if like we reach some kind of goal somewhere, like a follower count or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do that as best as I can, and I can't guarantee it'll get very far. But I will try to maybe do something like that, or like as a Halloween special. Although I don't want to make that a Halloween tradition, because if I do, then I might start dreading Halloween. And then I'll start getting scared of Halloween coming around, and that's like one of my favorite... Ooh, excuse me. One of my favorite holidays, so like... I don't want to ruin a holiday. One of my favorite holidays with having to do a horror game. I can do Repo though, but like I can't do it for very long, and I can do it better with friends, because it's not as scary with friends. But like I have played it alone, and I've gotten better at it. I did do a recording one time of it, but because I was trying to dual stream on 2 different platforms, the footage came out really choppy, and it wasn't good quality at all, and it was not followable. So I privatized it on all my channels, because it didn't work out. So I have to either stream here or on another platform, one or the other. I can't do both, apparently. So here we are. ASMR. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a night. I have 160 something tokens, I think, and I think the person you talked to is here. Somewhere.
A new Bellore
So
de la
I think
Na.
there's 2. I think there's him and this chick.
Sun, chase your shadows.
She's just a scout.
I greet you.
So it's these 2. So, ooh, I have enough to get the mount. I don't think the mount drops. I'm not going to, and once again, here's what the mount looks like. I'm not going, I'm not going to buy anything right now. Sorry, my brain just backfired.
The void offers endless
I'm not going to buy
possibilities.
any of the stuff right now. At the moment, I will do that tomorrow, once I figure out what gear is available, what's a drop, what isn't, and how many tokens I need. I will, however, I totally forgot about my new title and stuff. Hang on. Reputation? No. Character. It's in this tab. Wasn't it here somewhere? Where is it? Is it in my mailbox? I don't see it here. It must be in my mailbox. Hang on. Is there a mailbox over? There's no mailbox here, is there? No. Okay, I'm gonna supplant a mailbox here. Everyone can thank me later. I do this one because everyone should be able to use this one. I really like the blue fire. Oh, yeah, I don't know what to do for that. I'll have to look into that.
Inventory is full.
Oh, right. Can mount up here.
I can't use that yet.
Let me sell this roast beef and water and that. I'll get this out of here. I do need... Where is it? I did this, so where's... I still need to do this one too. When a Twilight displayed to get game in the Twilight. Oh shit, I gotta do 50 of those? Fuck. I'll do it tomorrow. Where is... Where's my mount? Okay. Light Forge Mecha Suit. Oh. That's the Twilight Ascension set. That's cool. We haven't gotten it. We're still missing these 4. Oh, I may not be able to stream tomorrow. My voice is getting a little shot. And it's starting to hurt. Here it is! Look at it! Huh? Let's take this baby for a spin. Oh, look at them jetpacks! Although that kind of... doesn't make sense. Shouldn't you be going into the ground if your jetpacks are on your back? Or if you're flying forward? Like, it makes sense if you're... Anyways, I'm being too asshole-ish. Yeah, that makes sense! Oh, when that's in the air, that does not make sense. You should be going that way then. You should be in a downward tilt at that point. Anyways, sorry. Neither here nor there. Titles, right? What was the title? It was... Oh, Thorn of the Twilight. So, I thought it was totally not Thorn of the Twilight. I thought there was one that was totally not a cultist. It would probably be one of the longest ones. Oh, my eyes eyes are burning. Is it in my bags? This is what I mean, that I need to go through my banks. My banks and my bag space. Okay, I don't... is there... I thought I got a title... I'll look at it tomorrow. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm too tired to be doing this right now. Anyways, there's the new mount. And I got the new title. So, I will see you later. You all have a good night. I might be on tomorrow, depends on like how I feel and how my voice is doing. I think as soon as I get, it's just gonna be me doing more of this and chatting your ear off. So I may not actually do this tomorrow, streaming wise. I have to go and get my tokens and stuff and gotta get all my shit together, you know. All right. I love you. Be good. I don't have like a catchphrase for this place, do I? My other channel is There's Magic in Art. There's magic in you, even if you don't think so. Alright. I love you. I'm gonna go play with my bat fidget toy and go to bed now. Alright. Goodbye. I love you. Double wave. Ah! True goblin fashion.